Guys, welcome back. So as you can see, and I'm sure that you've seen by the title, this is definitely going to be a much different video than I've ever done before. This video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I dye my daughter's hair at home with fashion colors. We've done this a few times this year because obviously we're not going to the salons for anything, so we've had to experiment with doing everything at home. So the original color that she had the very first time we did this was like a mermaid style color. I'll actually insert pictures probably right now so that you can see what the colors were that we did before. But I did a mermaid style hair color, which was like a aqua green, teal blue. And then she wanted the split hair dye after that, which is the color that's faded out now. So it was half neon green on this side and it was a half hot pink on this side. Both colors actually glow in under black light. So you'll see that in the pictures inserted here. Now she wants to redo the pink that we had on this side, which if I separate her hair, you can kind of see what it looked like once upon a time. It was actually much more vibrant than this, but you'll see that soon. And she wants to do this side a blue color. She says like a neon blue, but yeah, we're gonna see what we can do. Here are the colors we're gonna mix. So we have Manic Panic colors here. We've got the After Midnight, and then Rockabilly Blue. And for the pink mixture, we have here Hot Hot Pink and Cotton Candy Pink. So those are the colors we mixed together last time, so we know how that's going to work out. The blue side is actually going to be a little experimental, so we have to wait till we're done to see what that's going to look like. I have a mixing bowl here. I have a brush, and we also have the petroleum jelly. So this is after her hair has been washed out almost daily, many times, just to try to get as much of the old dye out of it as possible. That's one thing that I really like about Manic Panic colors that some people actually don't like, but I do, is the fact that they wash out so well after, you know, washing enough times that you can fade out most of the color and then redo other colors. We're keeping the roots. We like the roots dark. We like the roots the way they are, but I will be applying the color from root to tip. When you won't see it so much under in indoor lighting, but when you're outside, you actually will notice the fade, light tint of the color in the natural root, and then you'll notice the fade into whatever color we're going to be putting in her hair. For the record, if anybody is curious about how I got the bottom of her hair this light, what I did was I just used a bleach bath. That's when you mix some shampoo and water with the bleach, the powder bleach that you're using, and then you just apply it like you would, I guess, any other shampoo, and you lather it up. That's the word I was looking for, lather. And you lather it up and you leave it for as long as you want. Just make sure to check periodically to see how light you want the hair. And obviously I stayed very far away from the roots. I didn't want to touch her roots at all. And then we just rinsed it out when we were ready. I found that on her hair, because her hair is so thick, that a bleach bath was the easiest method. I did try before to use one of those bleaching caps that you have the holes where you pull the hair through, but her hair is so thick and she is so tender-headed that it just was not the best option for us. It took hours to get her hair through it all, and it was just not a happy experience. So the bleach bath was much quicker and still gave us the satisfactory results that we wanted, which was just lightening her hair enough to get the color put in. Anyway, all right, so enough rambling. Let me go set up, and the next time you see us, we'll already be starting the process. Okay, so I'm about to mix together the blue that we're going to be putting in her hair. Really quickly, I just wanted to point out that I'm going to be using a little bit of conditioner just to add to it, so that as it's sitting in her hair, it's conditioning. The color on its own is supposed to be pretty good in conditioning for the hair, but I always just like adding a little something. I usually prefer to use just a white conditioner, but I don't have any at home, and this one is very ever so slightly tinted blue, so it's fine. Just for the record, try to make sure you've got like some wet wipes near you, and try to make sure you also have some paper towels. They help with kind of like quick cleanups as you're on the go. I split her hair down the middle, and I put this section in a ponytail since we're going to be starting on the blue side. This just helps keep it out of my way. And I want to show you the back. This is the type of sectioning I'm going to be starting with. So it looks a little tedious. Tilt your head forward a bit. But I like to make sure that there are no bald spots anywhere or any spots that I miss. So these will be about the thickness of the sections that I'll be doing. And that's how tiny the splits are. So I'll have this section clipped up, and this is about how thick the pieces will be that I'll be painting the color on. You'll kind of see that along the way when I get started in the process. But so you'll be seeing us back in a moment once we're probably about midway through putting the dye in her hair, so I don't have to have you sit here throughout the whole process. All right, so this is what the blue side of her head is looking like now. I didn't have anyone here to help me film while I was putting this in her hair, so hopefully I can catch it when I'm doing the side that has the pink. But I'm just gonna leave this curled up this way for now. And then we're gonna go ahead and get started on the pink. And what you see here is just where I have that Vaseline on her head to keep the color from staining her face, which is a good thing because there was some kind of like splatter, but we were able to just wipe that off really quickly. I had to cut off the other covering I had on her, so we just found this old Hello Kitty blanket that we don't care about. And if it gets any pink paint on it, we can just toss it, it's fine. All right, so you can see I'm getting started on the pink side here, and I just really quickly want to show you guys how thin these sections are that I do. I'm not saying everyone has to do this, but I do them this thin, so hopefully cut out any missing spots or any hair that doesn't get any color transfer to it. So that's it. Take a pic from the side there. So I'll quickly grab a small comb and just go through it and make sure the strands are nice and separated. Grab a little bit of the color on the brush and then just start brushing down through the strands. And then I like to wiggle the brush through and try to make sure I get every strand coated, then come back up and then just kind of start thickly laying it on there. And the thicker it is, the better color saturation you should get. And that's pretty much it. And I start from the back and work the way up so we can just lay the hair down as we go through it. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to finish this on the rest of this side, and I'll see you guys back once her head is all wrapped up. Okay, so really quickly before I get to showing you guys what she looks like all wrapped up, I just wanted you to be able to see the color after the application was completely done. And so you could also see how well the Vaseline helps out to avoid any staining of the skin. And here goes the super exciting all wrapped up part. Now she will be sleeping in this overnight just to allow the color to saturate as much as possible. There's no bleach or anything, so it won't be harmful. So the next time you see us, it'll be tomorrow morning and we should be ready to rinse this out. Okay, so she has slept in it for the night. Here is what we are looking like the next morning. Turn around really quick. Alright, so we're gonna have to do a little more cleanup just on the hairline. And for the record, I have emptied out my stainless steel sink. You do not want to wash this out in the tub or anything like that. It definitely will stain at least the very first time. After that, if you choose to wash out in the tub, it won't stain. At least that has been our experience. But the very first wash you definitely want to do in a stainless steel sink. So we're going to go ahead and do that and then show you what it looks like afterwards. Don't mind that cup of hot chocolate. It looks gross, but it's just hot chocolate. All right, we'll be back. All right, so we're done rinsing everything out. We have her towel. We have her head sitting in a microfiber towel. It's probably been about 20 minutes now, just to soak up any excess water, anything. I've rinsed it out as much as I possibly can. All right, baby, remove the towel now so we can see here. I did keep the two halves separate as we were rinsing it out, and then we just let her put them together as she rinsed. Okay, turn to me. All right, so here we go. Try not to mix them together. We still want to keep them separate when we do the blow dry. But this is what it's looking like now that it's wet. Both colors seem to be nice and pretty vibrant. So we're going to go do the blow dry now, and we'll be back to see the end results. That face. All right, so this is the final reveal of the split hair dye. Now, when it came to the blue side of her head, we were aware of the fact that because she previously had green in it, that it was a possibility she would get a blue-green kind of look. Starts to turn around a little bit here. So that is exactly what happened. As you can see, some of the strands in between there, especially when you get underneath and see where more of the green was, you get a more blue-green look, but she's okay with that. Again, I explained it to her beforehand that might happen, and she actually really likes this blue-green color, so she's not mad about that at all. And then here in the front is where you can see the exact blue shade that came out, which was just mixing those two blue Manic Panic colors. So that's the way the blue side came out there. And then turn, baby, let me see. And the pink, we just refreshed well, not even refreshed, we just reapplied, because as you can see, it was almost all washed out. The pink that she had on that side before, and you can see the way it blends up into her scalp, and you can get a clear view even on her natural roots where the pink side is, where the blue side is, because there is a slight tint to her very dark roots, and then it just blends down into the pink and the blue. So the pink looks like this, and again, we did mix two different pink colors together, and I don't know how the magic works, but you can actually see, and I hope the camera's picking it up, that there are different dimensions to the pinks itself. So there's some that are super hot pink, and then there's some that get more of that cotton candy pink look. So I don't know how it works, why it works, but we love it. And as this color starts to wash out, it takes on such a different tone. It almost looks kind of like a muted peachy pink kind of look. It ends up looking really, really pretty, which is why she was excited to kind of put this color together again, on these two colors together again on her hair. But yeah, so that is the final look there. Say hi. All right, so if you guys have any questions about how we did her hair, products used, or anything like that, please leave them down below. We're more than happy to answer them for you. If you haven't already, please comment. Why are you just standing there? If you haven't already, please comment, rate, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. You all have an amazing rest of the weekend wherever you are, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.